We're in the presence of a great man today, the President of Europe, a man who is so important. He is beyond criticism, beyond reproach. He is the king of the modern political class. He is the modern-day Zeus, and he intends to rule us from Mount Berlaymont, and woe betide anybody that questions his authority or questions his dignity, or they will face severe punishment. Indeed, in my case, the last time we met, and I had one or two things to say, the Parliament imposed the maximum possible fine. And I'm told that if I say anything that upsets you, the microphone will be cut off. Well, what price free speech? What price democracy? The EU has never had so much power, and yet it has never been so unpopular. But not satisfied with the 2.4 billion euros a year that is now being spent on EU propaganda, you want the overall budget to increase by 6%, and personally, you ought to have a full-time TV crew, we understand, to traipse around with you, new press officers, new webmasters. You're not analysing why this is going wrong, Mr Barroso. You simply don't get it. It was Zeus, of course, that kidnapped Europa. My fear is you are kidnapping our democracy. People fought and died so that we could be an independent, self-governing, democratic nation that was able to hire and fire its leaders, and no one that believes in democracy will accept the post of President of the European Union. Who is in charge of this EU? Is it you, Mr Barroso? Is it my old friend Herman Van Rompuy? Is it the Belgian presidency? Now that really is good stuff, isn't it? You still can't form a government in your own country, and yet you're presidents of the European Union. I mean, whichever way you look at it, the whole thing is a bit of a dog's dinner, isn't it, really? And we have a new President of Europe, Herman Van Rompuy. Doesn't exactly trip off the tongue, does it? I can't see him stopping the traffic in Beijing or Washington. I doubt anybody in Brussels would even recognise who he is. And yet, he's going to be paid a salary that is bigger than Obama's, which tells you all you need to know about this European political class and how they look after themselves. What level of civil disorder is acceptable to hold together a currency that simply cannot work? And I wonder for how much longer will the Germans go on paying the enormous bill. The extraordinary thing is that you and everybody in this room thinks you're doing this to be good Europeans. And I would put it to you that this place has nothing to do with Europe at all. That there is no such thing as a European identity. Indeed, the strength of Europe is its diversity of language, of culture and of states. And ironically, it is us, the EU sceptics, who will turn out to be the good Europeans. If you go on pushing your extreme Euro nationalism, this will lead to violence. We must vote against this Commission. We must put the future of Europe to people in every member state in free and fair referendums. I hope you're all very proud.